Knew you would come. Below the cage.
God's watching.
Down to where I am. Maybe you saw the letters I scratched on the villa walls.
Yes.
A little farther. Follow my voice. That's it. The one in the cage? Dog. I had to lock him up. He keeps disobeying me.
Shit, where is it? I don't see it. Fuck. See a computer. That's not it though. Alright, so finally complains to the chief about the machines. Visit their company store. Search and seizure. Discussion. The crew. He told me it'd be difficult to enforce the prohibition list. Let's see. Construction. More important than patting down construction crews for liquor and chems. Got a little hot water on the collar. This whole thing stinks. Chief's barely got time for me. Now Sinclair's turning a blind eye to things in the villa because his friends running the show. No more parking tickets. Alright, no more writing parking tickets. He's laid out streets so narrow, cars can't even come to the villa. Resources being what they are, he may not want folks to waste gas here. Alright. I do not know where this radio is. Thought there was two things here. There's that, but wasn't there something else? No? Alright, let's see if I just run through. Stop beeping. Phew, it did. Okay, so it's just this area in here. Anything else to loot while I'm here? Like that? Nothing? It's in the toolbox. Alright. Good, good, good. Alright, who wants to bet how long it's going to be before I blow myself up with this collar? You know it's going to happen. Sometime. Let's see. Vacuum cleaner. Plunger. So far, like, oops, I didn't want to take that actually. So far, everything has like loot in it though. Move this way. 15 minutes, one says an hour. We'll see who's closer. We shall see. Alright, I see no enemies though, so it kinda doesn't seem like I should be ducking, but still. I'll stand up. No more ducking. It doesn't seem like there's enemies. This is where I'm supposed to go. There's the thing.
That's me, there on the table.
Bitch.
The disc. My voice. Can't take any chances, though. You may be some victim who simply stumbled down here. If so, can't let you let Dog out. No, not yet. If you're who I think you are, you came to fetch Dog. Use him to drag others here. Now I'll use you. And that Pip-Boy you're wearing. You're smart. Clever. The key to Dog's cage is simple. Take my voice to the cage above. Let me speak to the beast inside.
This is very
Then
interesting.
you and I, we can talk.
10 to 15 seconds. Now, this is really interesting stuff. I'm loving this DLC thus far. You didn't expect to see me here. Well, I just started DLC Rogue. Welcome, man. Seems like I've done all I could outside New Vegas, so I am now doing the 3 DLCs back to back to back.
Dog, back in the cage.
Alright, you know what? I have a theory. Dog and God are the same people. It's kind of like a schizophrenic type of thing. So when he hears Dog back in the cage, that means Dog is going in the back of the head, whereas God is going to like the control. That's how they switch between Dog and God. Although it's interesting how why he would direct me around here. Like, how can he do that if he's not in control? That's my theory there, something like that. That seems to make sense. I didn't get the key though, but I guess I don't let him out. They said that the key was there. A Broxo cleaner. I don't think I can make food out of that. That doesn't seem like something I'd make food out of. Ah, you want DLC too? Interesting. Alright, so that's everything here. Let's see. Guess I have to play it.
Dog, back
What
in the
have we
cage.
here? You weren't who I was expecting. I'm disappointed. Still, even if you aren't my intended guest, you take direction. Good. You can't have been an idiot to figure out how to release me from my cage. Or perhaps you are, with that leash on your arm, and the one around your neck. With our collars and manacles, why, we may as well be kin.
I do know schizophrenia can fuck up the human head. Alright, Yogs. It's all good, man. I feel you. I'm the same way. It's funny, how many times have we seen a new character and their face is blocked either by my companion or now by a fucking bar? This happens like all the time. Alright, what happened to your voice?
I'm the voice of reason. I sleep sometimes. Down in the basement.
Yup.
In the cage. Now that I'm awake, Dog goes back in the cage. Dog knows I'm here, but can't do anything about it. I'm his conscience. Keep him tame, keep him from hurting us, doing foolish things.
Exactly. Censored.
I've been trapped in here for some time. Then you come along and let me out. So, you opened my cage for a reason. Now, I want to know why.
Ooh, multiple. Which check do I want to do? I like science. In super mutants, brain damage is usually the result of prolonged stealth ball usage.
That's the easy explanation. The one humans use. Pre-war technology. As if it's the cause of all ills, mind and body. I needed to come out of the cage to protect Dog. From clever humans. Like you. Do you see these wounds of his, covering his skin? The bear trap on his arm. He placed his own hand in it.
I almost missed the bear trap on his
carved in
arm.
his chest. To remind him of who he is, he inflicts pain on himself to silence me, when all I try to do... He cuts, hurts, and tries to murder me out of him. He won't succeed, just makes me angrier. Dog is the beast. We simply change cages, like the ones here.
In a fighting game, sometimes finishing moves be covered by the scenery. Let's see. Alright, so I was looking for someone with a collar like mine. Where's your collar?
It's close. Closer than I'd like. Dog's been into things. Needs to think before he eats. Chew before he swallows. He's eager that way. Now the collar's a part of me. Inside. I can feel its electronic heartbeat, clicking and burning down below. Like before. It was cold and heavy before going in the cage. Now you're here, and it's pulling and kicking again, tugging like a leash. Interesting.
Yeah, it seems like it. I mean, it's not so much that Dog is schizophrenic. God is his conscience, or at least it's his intelligence. So God is the intelligence, whereas Dog is the savage. So together, You need to be savage, but smart. He can't do that. He's either smart or he's savage. Very dichotomy there. Alright, so if that collar's inside you, I didn't switch it on.
Really? Yet it led you here, to me. And now you're here, and it's burning a hole in my guts. Maybe it's crying for its owner.
Maybe you can poop it out. Maybe you shouldn't go around shoving old world tech in your stomach.
As if I had a choice. Sometimes instinct takes over, and that's when I go into the cage. It's like curiosity that way. After all, you wouldn't have put that collar on by choice. Perhaps it was your curiosity that caused that hand to close on your neck.
How the hell did you or whoever eat one of those collars?
They detach. When segmented, they look like nothing more than metallic rad scorpions. And if they're attached to neck flesh, warm, red. Dog doesn't care what's on the body he's crushing in his hands. He'll mangle it, twist it, make it fit until he's full. Dog can't help himself. Hungry, greedy. And now the collar's inside, alive again. And we're trapped here until it goes cold.
I'm the god, the big bad dog. The schizophrenic. Yeah, I gotcha. Alright, so I had other questions?
Of course you do. And so do I.
You wouldn't have locked yourself in here without some sort of key to let you out.
The key? Why, it's the old man.
Yeah.
The one who brought us here. I hid the key on me so Dog wouldn't know. I just need the old man to show up so he and I can talk. If Dog was in control when the old man appeared, well, he would just do whatever he commanded, as always. And I can't have that.
Alright, if you're the key in there, the old man can order Dog to open the cage.
Dog obeys, yes. Why? Do you have some means of contacting the old man?
I can play his voice, yeah. I have an audio log. I'm a pit boy.
You don't play it. If you do, I'll find a way to get out of the cage. End you. I'll murder you, crush your arms and legs until...
Calm down. Follow me willingly. I won't do it.
No, you wouldn't. If you did, you won't escape this place alive. I'd shatter every one of your limbs to splinters and leave you here. You think I'm afraid of your collar exploding, killing us? No. I'll leave you breathing, then keep walking until my collar goes cold. I'll prop your broken body in view of the Sierra Madre so you can see what you came to steal. Forever out of reach as you die.
I can't convince you I'm not here for the Sierra Madre or the old man, so I'll prove it.
Prove it? How?
Crocodile from
Words
Batman,
are
yes.
worthless.
The fact that we can't see his face, that makes sense. I wish I knew what he fucking looked like, but you know, the fucking bar. Let's see. I have the power to let Dog out of his cage. I'm gonna prove it by not doing it.
No. No, you're not. Even though Dog's more docile, easier to control. You may regret this. This place is where creatures like Dog can survive. The people that fill its streets. He is as vicious, more vicious than them. His hunger can help you more than I can. When I am in control, the shell is difficult to fight in.
What do you mean?
The inhabitants of the villa, they are difficult to kill. They need to be chopped apart, hacked on the ground, disintegrated if you can.
You like
They are
talking to God.
difficult to kill, but not to devour. And Dog is always hungry.
This guy seems
If
awesome.
he is with you when they fall, he will fall on them, end them.
Interesting.
If I am with you, fighting will be far more difficult.
Oh, you know what? See, when I knocked the guy unconscious, I probably could have sliced him up when he was unconscious. So the decision is that, like, either I have to knock him out and Dog finishes them off, or we knock him out and then I finish him off. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with you for now. Even if Dog's more helpful, we can manage.
I am not sure you belong here. No, you don't belong here. Yet, you came this far, and I'm not interested in remaining here any longer. I'll unlock the cage.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Very well. Lead on.
In my footsteps. Bonus to stealth, as well as the ability to step lightly around placed traps. Alright.
No toxins in the air in here.
Hey! 2 of 5. Sweet. Alright, so I keep the knife handy. Melee or laser, just use those, yeah. Because, I mean, right now, brass knucks are my best melee. All I can combine is them, right? Just the cosmic knives. Cosmic knife, cosmic knife, cosmic knife. That's it. Knife spear as well. But, police pistols I combine. Yeah, brass knucks are the best. It's just a matter of when they're on the ground, I can't... I could probably punch their head off. I don't know. I'll test it out. People considered you insane until they found out you were just weird.
Wish I had a stealth boy instead of this bear trap.
Actually, talk to you.
If it isn't the clever one, what do you want?
So that's what your face looks like. Good God. Whew. We need to discuss tactics. No, we don't. What weapons are you good at?
Dog is better at the baser instincts than I. I merely have the brain for it. His sinew and muscle are difficult to move consciously. He's always hungry, clumsy, heavy.
Can I turn on the radio? Unfortunately, I cannot because of Twitch and YouTube. They both have copyright issues with the radio, so I cannot play the radio. Otherwise, this whole video will be muted. So, sorry, man. So how do you switch back and forth?
All it takes is the right command. Whenever Dog hears his master giving orders, I go back in the cage. So that leash on your wrist, and the one on your neck. I won't truly be free to express myself until every trace of that voice is destroyed.
I like his chain.
Still, if you ever want to speak to me, bark my audio log at him. The one in the police station. That'll call me out.
Alright, why does that make him go away?
Dog is afraid of me as long as the master isn't around.
Why'd you put the emphasis on the word master before?
The master, Elijah, reminds Dog of someone from long ago. His leader, commander, commanders. The master was a strong personality. Personalities as well. Dog is slavish, was conditioned to serve the master until death. The old man, Elijah, merely came along and opened that door in Dog's mind. Now, Dog does whatever the old man wants.
Sounds like it makes you mad.
Mad? Mad doesn't even begin to describe. There's not a word for the hate I feel inside. It's consuming, twists every thought to red. After all that's laid ruin to the world, again and again, I thought at last we could be free. Thought Dog could be free. No. No, the world's always got another cage, waiting, keeping everything you want just out of reach.
What does Elijah McDog do that angers you so much?
Gather others, drag them here, fetch like an animal, and hurt them if they resist. Dog doesn't even blink. Even hear their cries when he's twisted their arms full circle. Fragile things, screaming on the ground. To listen to him, commanding Dog to hurt others.
Yeah, there is the
Dog
copyright in this
just
game.
nods,
Because I did
eager
have the
and
radio
willing
on for
to
the first
serve.
several hours. I don't know how long, like 20 hours or so. And some of my videos got muted. Like, luckily I was recording it also. I mean, it's convoluted, but basically, yes, there is. It's not only music, though. It's also certain dialogue keys, which is really fucked up. Like, if someone says a certain dialogue, like certain words, that some of it is copyrighted. And it makes no sense at all. That's how greedy these assholes are. But, yeah, it is. It is. It's not only just the radio, but certain dialogue stuff. But out of the dialogue stuff, I can't control that. I can at least control the radio so that it's there's as little muting as possible. Unfortunately, that's what I have to do. Sucks. Can't you do anything?
Do anything? Me, Dog puts in the cage, hurts himself to try and drown out my voice, when all I want to do... Never mind. Useless. Finally had to start fighting back, screaming on my own. Had to take matters
That's
into my
Twitch
own
in a
hands,
nutshell.
lock Dog up.
I didn't even find out about the dialogue thing until I was playing Batman Arkham City, and I can't remember what dialogue it was that I first recognized what it was. Like something that the henchmen were saying, and it wasn't even henchmen that I was near. It was like way in the background, like they were talking about Batman, and I was like way above them, and that triggered the copyright thing. And since then, like I've noticed certain dialogue stuff, just dialogue, not even music, gets copyrighted, and it's bullshit. Alright, you're trying to protect Dog. Having Elijah control him, hurt him. You want to protect him.
I've watched over Dog for so long. Tried to stop him from hurting others, killing others. Quiet that mindless, howling instinct of his. He doesn't understand. He has the brain of a child. He knows when he does wrong. He just can't help himself.
Exactly. It's Batman copyright, and not only is it muted for like that 2 seconds, they mute like the entire half-hour block, and then you export to YouTube, and the entire video, not just the half hour, is all muted. It's like fucking bullshit. I hate it so much. So now I've got to edit my own videos. That's why they take like about 5 days to go up on YouTube, because I've got to edit them, and then upload them, and then all that shit. Alright, so you care about him.
He's my brother. Kin. Without him, I wouldn't exist. Maybe I was nothing more than his conscience, trying to rein him in. Useless.
I mean, unfortunately, I can't even upload...
I just need him to show restraint.
What is it, Harley Quinn's Revenge or whatever the DLC is?
The hunger.
That's not up on my YouTube channel
Ease the
because the
burden.
entire video is muted and there's nothing I can do about
once,
it. The
so I can
entire
have my
gameplay
thoughts to
of that
myself.
DLC is all muted just because it had like 2 wordings. Again, not music, just dialogue stuff, and it mutes the entire thing, and there's no way I can get the audio back. So that's not up on YouTube, unfortunately. Why can't you control him?
The instinct is stronger than me. Dog is stronger than me. He's just a child. He knows when he does wrong. He just can't help himself. I don't know when I first spoke, or when I first started thinking for myself. It was so long ago.
That's not a confession, Zombie. That's a fact.
Slept for a long
Everybody
time.
thinks Harley Quinn is
Before,
really, really
I
cute.
want to believe I was the one in control once. I don't know anymore. Then Dog got a new master, a new voice.
Speaking of Harley Quinn, though,
And I
something
woke
that's
up
really messed
to
up,
protect
like if
him.
you read Batman comics or if you watch TV series and whatnot, like the Joker Harley Quinn relationship is like super abusive, like literally. Like, he beats the shit out of her, like, all the time, and you can hear her talk about it a lot. It's a really fucked up relationship that, like, you don't really notice, but it's, like, really up there. Like, it's crazy. Hey, Rosh. Welcome, man. Alright, I had some other questions.
More. Don't push your luck.
Who's this old man you brought us here?
Don't play stupid. I already have to mind one child. You must have figured it out by now.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking
the old
crazy.
Man obsessed with the Sierra Madre, riddled with greed. Hoped you might be him when I woke up. All you are is his hand. You're the same kind of greed. Followed the radio, the broadcast, and now you're here, all confused. Not for long. You'll figure it out.
And the craziest part, Necro, is I totally can hear her voice when I read that. Like, I can't do the voice like, here's some tuna casserole, Mr. J. Whatever, I can't do it. I can hear the voice in my head. That's awesome. And I can hear his voice now. You dirty fucking... Yeah, it's really fucked up. Like, when they focus on that stuff, it is a messed up relationship. Alright, so why do you say I'm the same as the old man?
You're not him any more than I'm Dog. But that collar around your neck...
I do
you're
his
an
doing,
extension
okay.
of the old
Yeah.
man's grasp. Clumsy, perhaps, but a tool, yes.
Yeah.
And once you get acclimated to the Sierra Madre, then you'll feel the same overpowering hunger the old man does. And then you'll be him, not just his hand.
This old man, what do you know about him?
Elijah. Human. Weak like all of you are. Feeling age circling him like starved dogs, howling for blood. To me, he reeks of age and failure. And madness. To me, he is simply the old man. To Dog, he is Master. His name, meaningless. Running out of years, hopes and dreams running through his withered hands like sand from the big empty. And scorched by the sun.
Scorched by the sun.
The old man, this Elijah, tried to hold the sun in his hands.
Interesting.
Arrogance. Was cast down for it. Icarus' crime was to fly too high. Elijah wanted to bring the sun down to him. Arrogance.
That's interesting. That has to be a reference to some sort of weapon or something. So obviously he was looking for a weapon, as they noted multiple times. Alright, so what's he doing here?
Heard the call of the Sierra Madre, just like you did. Exactly the same way. Finds out it's more than a story. Comes to this shining, poisonous grail, this jewel of the desert. Dog knows him more than I do. Dog's always nodding, always obeying him, because he's weak and hungry and greedy for Master's affection.
So you're the one who knows how it got to the villa.
Of course I know. Even if I don't see it happen. Down in the cage, I hear echoes of the footfalls, the click of the collars. Every time I see one of you, I know exactly how you got here. You couldn't help yourselves, any more than Dog can help himself. You heard the voice, the promise, and then you walked right into one of the old man's traps. Then Dog comes for you, drags you here.